Right then, lads and lasses, how we doing, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Welcome back to 5pm news on the Geordie Josh channel. Ladies and gentlemen, lads and lasses, in today's 5pm news video, we've got more transfer news on Martin Dubravka, but this time, it's very different. It's been reported by numerous sources, we'll take Craig Hope as an example, that Newcastle United will try and persuade Martin Dubravka not only to stay at the club until and further on in January. However, if Martin Dubravka was to leave Newcastle United and join Al-Shabab this summer, Newcastle United would not receive a penny in transfer fees for Martin Dubravka. The only benefit of him leaving would be that his name would be cleared off the wage bill. However, in the circumstances we've got with our goalkeepers right now, Nick Pope injured, Fletcher Demos, John Ruddy and Mark Gillespie obviously out of favour, surely it's a no-brainer to try and keep Martin Dubravka at the club, and it has yet again been reported if he wants to leave and go to Saudi Arabia, Newcastle United will not step in his way. Me for one, I'm absolutely baffled. So of course, we will get through all of them bits of news, and an extra bit of news at the end of the video that Miguel Almiron's agent has came out on Paraguayan radio stations claiming that Miguel Almiron has had no offers from any clubs this January transfer window. Is Miguel Almiron going to survive another transfer window at Newcastle United? If you do enjoy the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, and of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel for all Newcastle United content. Hit that notification bell so you are part of the early gang, and let me know down below if you are part of that early gang. I love you all. Without further ado, let's get into it. Like you heard, lads and lasses, it's been reported by Craig Hope that every single person who is a staff member wants to keep Martin Dubravka at Newcastle United. Obviously, this includes Eddie Howe, director Paul Mitchell. Both of them, although having their past differences, are aligned on this situation and want to keep the soon-to-be 36 years old. Dubravka's contract, like we have just said before, expires in 6 months and he can leave for free. However, it has been reported by Luke Edwards and Craig Hope, like before just suggested, we will not receive a penny from Al-Shabab if Martin Dubravka leaves. So this entire situation is in Martin Dubravka's hands. If he wants to go to Saudi Arabia, Newcastle United and Eddie Howe will not say, no, you can't, you're staying at Newcastle United. Newcastle United do have that power to do that, obviously. He is still under contract at the club for another 6 months, but I can't understand this one. Look, Martin Dubravka's been an unbelievable servant to the club, and yet again, it is in his hands. Do you want to become a cemented cult hero at Newcastle United and really step in when we, more than ever, although being superb in the dark days of the club, we need you more than ever now? Do you want to stay at the club when we do desperately need you? A Carabao Cup semi-final coming up. Our first choice, if he may be first choice even when he comes back, in Nick Pope, is injured. Is he going to step up and cement himself as a cult hero, or choose money over passion? I'm using that very cheesily, by the way, because circumstances are very different here. But does he stay at Newcastle United when we need him, or join Al-Shabab where the weather's nice, he gets a nice contract, and it has been reported by Craig Hope that contract offered by Al-Shabab is lucrative, as you'd expect, from Saudi Arabia. In my opinion, I can't say anything else in my personal opinion, other than it's all in Martin Dubravka's hands. Whatever happens in this case, it's because of Martin Dubravka. Newcastle want him to stay at the club, however, will not stand in his way if he wants to leave. Genuinely, there's nothing other, if any other journalistic reports come out, it doesn't mean anything. It's in Martin Dubravka's hands. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the Miguel Almiron news, his agent, Daniel Campos, said, amidst of all of this, Miguel Almiron has been interested and linked with MLS side Charlotte FC, Botafogo, Sao Paulo, Olympiacos. Honestly, the list goes on for interested teams in Miguel Almiron this January. However, images have circled in recent days of Miguel Almiron on a holiday, or a supposed transfer-related holiday, in Paris. Fans have took photos of him. Miggy's agent, Daniel Campos, came out on Paraguayan radio and said Newcastle not only have had no offers for Almiron this January, and it is pure journalistic rumours, but his transfer to MLS side Charlotte FC is completely false. Now, of course, this could be absolute rubbish coming out of his agent's mouth. Why he'd say that and lie, I don't actually know, but in my opinion, I think I'd rather trust what a credible journalist has said over over what Miguel Almiron's Paraguayan agent has said on a Paraguayan radio. He could be saying anything to kind of boost up wages for wherever Miggy lands, or he could be telling the truth. We'll never ever know. But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know down below, what would you do in the case of Martin Dubravka? Obviously, take your biased Newcastle United hat off, stay at Newcastle United, and cement yourself as a cult hero for the remaining 6 months you've got left on your contract after being at the club for what will be 7.5 years. That's some unbelievable service, by the way. Also, do you think Miguel Almiron will leave Newcastle United this January transfer window? If you did enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new for all Newcastle United content. Fingers crossed I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I've just realised we did get a YouTube video out. See you all tomorrow. I've been Geordie Josh. Go and enjoy your day, people.